Welcome to Community Connections. I'm Kathy Millette. The holidays are right around the corner, and if you're worried about making a big turkey dinner, fear no more. MCCS is here to help. I'm here with Chef Edward Miller, and we're here to talk about holiday meals to go. Now, you can get your holiday meals to go starting when, Chef?
We're currently taking orders right now, and the first date for pickup is November 19th.
November 19th, and this goes on throughout the holidays. You can have it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's?
Yes.
Okay, and the packages start at just $80. Now, what comes with your turkey dinner?
$80, you can feed a family of 8 to 10, and you get a 12 to 14 pound turkey, 2 quarts of mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, peas and carrots, and a choice of a pie, pecan, pumpkin, or apple.
Okay, and you also have ham. You can get ham.
We also have a spiral
dinners.
cut ham with Kentucky bourbon glaze.
You can also get both, and you can, if you already have a turkey and you just want the sides, you can get that too, right?
Absolutely.
After the dinner is all done, you have tons of leftovers, but you're getting tired of eating turkey every day. What can you do?
Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to cut down some of this turkey that we have behind us, and we're going to cook up some turkey a la king, and then we're going to make some turkey and dumplings.
Okay, all right, let's get started.
Okay.
What do we have here?
So we got some turkey stock that we've derived from the turkey bones, and normally when you make stock, you usually use raw bones and roast them with your vegetables and whatnot, and it's kind of a time-consuming process. So during your Thanksgiving season or holiday season, you can cut down the bones, the thighs, the legs, the breastbone. Just put it on a halfway decent, maybe a 5-quart stock pot.
Okay.
Fill it with cold water, some onion, celery, and some herbs, whatever type you might like, rosemary, thyme, poultry seasoning, and just let it come up to a slow simmer. Let it simmer down maybe about 1/4 of what you put in there, and just let it sit and let it cool down, skim off the top, and then refrigerate it, and then the next day, come out and you'll have a nice congealed stock.
Okay.
And you can use that to make more gravies, sauces and stuff, which we will use today to make the a la king and
great.
the
Or
turkey
if you don't
dumplings.
have time, you can just buy stock, right?
You can buy, whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, okay.
All right, okay. So we have our stock here,
We have our stock here.
and we have some butter.
We got some butter. We put a little bit of butter in the pan. So we're gonna start out with the turkey and dumplings.
Turkey and dumplings.
A little bit of celery,
All right.
a little bit of carrot there,
Yes,
Kathy.
okay.
You gotta help me out here.
All right.
A little bit of
Onion.
onion. Okay.
All right.
Then for the amount we're making today, I'm just going to put like maybe a half a bay leaf in there. We're going to put a little bit of, I'll grab a small spoon here. Well, I got a fork. Shallot.
Shallots. Okay.
Okay. And then just a little bit of pepper. And what you want to do before you add any salt to this is after we add the stock and the dumplings and the turkey, because the seasonings within the turkey, sometimes the butter balls and stuff that you get in the groceries is packed with or injected with saline. So it's got a 10% water salt mixture in it.
Okay.
So you don't want to salt it too much unless you're, like a lot of salty stuff.
So wait till the end to salt it.
Yes. If you want to uncover those dumplings,
All right.
pre-made.
Pre-made dumplings. Now tell me how you made these.
Well, the dumplings are, they're quite simple. These are more like the old-fashioned Dutch dumpling with flour, egg, water,
Just toss them all
and
in?
butter. No, not yet.
Okay.
Just when you sit there, we're going to poach those off inside that. You just want to set these here.
Okay. Flour, egg, and what else?
Flour, egg, water, and salt, and some parsley.
And that's it.
That's it. We're gonna add a little bit of, about halfway through here and get this going boiling real quick. And what we'll do is we'll add some of the dumplings, and then we're gonna thicken it up just a little bit with some roux.
Okay.
And roux, if those of you may not know what it is, it's equal parts of flour, You have 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of butter, melted butter.
Yep.
If you have a quarter cup of flour. So it's even parts.
All right, so when this comes to a boil, we add the dumplings and the turkey.
Yes.
And how long will this cook?
You usually want to cook it for about, 20 minutes. You can add the dumplings now.
Okay, all of them?
And just maybe put a half a dozen
Half?
of them in there.
Okay.
See how much space we got, because sometimes this will help thicken up the stock as well.
Okay, and then in goes the turkey.
So I cut up some turkey breast, and you put in there what you like. I mean, if you like the dark meat, you're gonna have to use the whole turkey anyway. But we'll let it simmer
All right.
for a while, and we'll get started on the ala king.
Okay.
That way we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
All
Once
right.
we get this going, what we'll do is we'll take mashed potatoes, and we're gonna make potato cakes.
Ooh, that sounds good. Okay.
So you can use those for your next day breakfast, for your family that's maybe in town visiting or whatnot. Get this started. We got some red peppers. We got some celery. And we're gonna put some onion in there. And as you notice, this here's a little bit more larger cut vegetable for the ala king.
Yep.
And also with the, we have peas and carrots in our turkey packages.
Can you
So
throw that
once
in
this
there?
thing is, once you have the sauces thickened up, and for the ala king and for the turkey and dumplings, you can add peas and carrots in there as well
Okay.
if you want. I mean, we already have carrots in there,
Better use of
but
the...
normally there's peas and
vegetables.
carrots in the turkey ala king. I
Okay.
keep wanting to say chicken ala king. I don't know why.
All
So
right.
we'll let that cook. We're little shallots in there. I like a little stronger flavor. You saute the vegetables until they're tender. Yes. So, but here in TV land, we're going to have to speed the process
Yes.
up. Unless you want to stay here a little longer. So what we'll do, we'll add our stock. Ooh, this thing's getting nice and hot quick. Let me get some more turkey here. In the ala king, some people might like water chestnuts, bamboo shoots, all that kind of stuff. Whatever you like, you just go ahead and put it on in there. There's no saying what you can't use. Whatever your flavors are. I know some people they'll saute this up and add a little sherry to the vegetables while it's
Okay.
cooking.
All right. And how much
So-
of this are you going to add in?
We're gonna add a
The
couple
roux.
spoons of this roux in there.
Thicken it up?
Yeah. Now what you want to do with roux, if you start from the bottom up, some chefs, we'll make our roux and we'll start adding our stock and start building from the bottom up. But at home, it's a lot easier to do it this way. So I need you to add a couple, start stirring that up a little bit. And what you don't want to do is add hot roux to hot stock,
Okay.
because that'll make it flare up.
Okay.
You don't want to burn nobody, especially
that?
during the holidays.
Is that good? A little bit more? Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Great use of leftovers right there.
Well,
Looks really
got
good.
the bay leaf in there, but that's okay. We'll just set that. We'll chop parsley.
Yep.
There you go.
One
Okay.
down, one to go. How's this
Okay,
coming
we're
along?
going to do the same thing here.
Okay.
We're going to add a little roux at a time. But this one, we're going to add some cream at the end.
Okay. Very simple.
Very simple. And tasty.
Okay.
And what you want to do is also, is kind of stir it a little bit and cook it a little longer because you want to get that flour taste out of the roux.
Okay. Now, if you accidentally make it too thick, can you just add some more stock?
You can add
back?
more chicken stock or turkey stock, or you know, we're going to add some cream here.
Okay.
Lighten it up a little bit. Salt. And
Add some more vegetables in there?
we have, can I have those tongs?
Yes.
We're going to put some of the leftover peas and carrots from our Thanksgiving meal in there. Or you could use these as a garnish on top.
Okay. So this is pretty much done then?
It's pretty much done.
Awesome.
And you know, if you have a lot of gravy left over, you can just reheat your gravy after you saute your vegetables and your turkey and add your gravy to it with the heavy cream.
Okay.
Here we go.
Awesome.
How good does that look?
That didn't take long at all. There you go.
Just gonna put a little chive over it.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're making potato pancakes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Discover Okinawa through the pages of the Okinawa Living, MCCS's award-winning monthly magazine. Restaurant reviews, full-color features, and exclusive interviews with island icons are all inside. Pick up your free copy on newsstands island-wide.
Welcome back to Community Connections. We're here with Chef Edward Miller, and we're talking about holiday meals to go and what you can do with your leftovers. Now, earlier we made turkey a la king.
Turkey and dumplings.
That's right. And now we're making potato pancakes.
Potato pancakes.
Okay, so we have leftover mashed potatoes.
Leftover mashed potatoes. So we're going to take a few scoops of those and add them to our mixing bowl here.
Okay.
Okay. And I usually add like 1 egg,
Okay.
just a tad of flour that helps bind it a little bit.
Okay.
And then these are going to be bacon and chive potato cakes. So we're going to put some chives in there. Crumbled bacon.
Will this be a good breakfast thing?
This would be good for the next day at breakfast. You know, you can, you know, after Thanksgiving dinner, after this all chills down, you can mix all this stuff together. I mean, you don't have to put bacon in there,
Okay.
but you can if you want. Like that. We're gonna add some of the panko inside this.
Okay. Thicken it up a little bit.
It'll help tighten that up a little bit. See, and we'll take a scoop. Okay.
Okay.
Now right into the melted butter.
Alrighty. It's falling apart. Is that okay? I mean, it's mashed
Yeah.
potatoes. So.
Once the egg starts cooking inside those potatoes, it's gonna. Yeah. I like to use this.
Okay. And just pat them down and coat
Just
them.
pat it down.
Okay. And you're cooking them in butter.
Cooking in butter.
And how long? Just until browned? Because it's pretty much cooked, right?
Yeah.
Except for
just
the
gotta brown it and
egg.
bring them back up to temperature, you know. And then what we'll do is, once they get browned up, we will garnish them up with some sour cream. And, you know, or you could use these too as, you know, not only as a breakfast item, but you could use these as well as for over top of your, you can put your chicken, turkey a la king over top of this too.
Okay, yeah. Instead of the biscuits,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and use that. All right. What are some of the other things we can use with leftovers?
Well, you know, when you have at the end of the dinner, you have leftover yams. You can make a yam pecan pie, sweet potato
Awesome.
pecan pie.
Okay.
So if you have it glazed, like we have some candied some glaze on there, but you just drain those off. And if you have, say, for instance, probably about a quart of mashed potatoes, you can take 6 whole eggs to 3 egg yolks. Whip that all together. Whip it, your mashed potatoes, your yams together.
Okay.
If you got a small food processor at home, you can puree it like that. And just probably about a half a cup of heavy cream. Have your pie shell ready.
Okay.
Put in your pecans, and then slide it in the oven 350 degrees for about 45 minutes.
And that's it?
That's it.
Awesome. Okay, what about stuffing?
Stuffing, what I like to do with stuffing is when after it chills down, and make a turkey stuffing sandwich
Okay.
with, a little bit of cranberry sauce.
There you
Some
go,
people
use
like
up some of the
mayonnaise.
cranberries too, yeah.
You can use cranberries, and it becomes like a condiment for your turkey sandwich.
Awesome.
Well, these are getting ready to get flipped over here. Think I can do it, Kelly?
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Ready?
So it still needs a little bit brown.
Okay.
But, and what's better too, when you have these, your potatoes are cold, right? It's going to help firm them up a little bit better
Okay.
when you're cooking them.
Okay, so it's best to have them cold before you do it?
Chill down. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can, mix them up the day ahead before you get up the next morning.
And then
pat
just-
them out and then put them right into the
Okay.
the hot oil.
Have it pre-done. Great, Chef. Any other tips for using leftovers? Cranberries, that's what I always have left over. Cranberry sauce, cranberries.
You can make cranberry marmalade for a pork roast maybe later down the road.
Okay.
That's an idea. Some people make cranberry vinaigrette for salads.
Okay.
Salad dressing and whatnot.
Right. Anything for desserts? Can I toss them in anything?
You can make
Breads or-
you can make a cranberry crunch cake.
Okay.
It's kind of like a spice cake with the cranberry sauce mixed in there.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. So here it is, potato pancakes.
Yeah, so we forgot to dollop of sour cream there.
There you go.
And a little bit more chive.
Thank you so much, Chef.
You know what? You know what I'm going to say,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
I guarantee.
Thank you very much, Chef. For more information on holiday meals to go, be sure to check out our website at mccsokinawa.com. We're taking reservations right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much.